Hey everyone and welcome. If you're into these quick explainers on the latest in the auto world, do me a favor and hit that like button. It really helps us out. All right, let's get right into it, because today we're talking about something pretty rare, something you almost never see, a brand new car model that actually costs less than the old one. And yep, we're looking at the 2026 Toyota RAV4 Plug-in Hybrid.
I know, right? When does that ever happen? Normally, a new model year means a new, bigger price tag. We kind of expect it. But it looks like Toyota is shaking things up for 2026. They're totally flipping the script, and honestly, it's a really nice surprise, especially if you've been thinking about getting a plug-in.
So we're not just talking about a few $100 here. The price drop is, get this, $3,315. That is a huge chunk of change. And that's how much cheaper the brand new 2026 base model RAV4 PHEV is compared to the 2025 version.
Okay, so the big question is, how did they manage that? I mean, did they just start pulling features out? Nope, they got smart about it. The secret is that they expanded the whole lineup. Instead of just 2 trim levels for the plug-in hybrid, there are now 4. All right, so let's meet the new family. We're going to break down these 4 new trims and see exactly what you get with each one. First up, we have the SE. And really, this is the trim that makes that headline-grabbing price cut possible. It's still the entry point, the way you get into a RAV4 PHEV, but now, well, it's a whole lot more affordable. So, you're looking at a starting price just under $43,000. This makes the SE the clear value leader of the bunch. It's designed to get more people into a plug-in hybrid, which is great. And the best part? You're still getting that fantastic powertrain. The core of the car is the same, just with a much friendlier price tag.
Okay, moving up the ladder, we've got something brand new for the 2026 plug-in. Now, if you followed the regular RAV4 Hybrid, you might recognize this name. It's the Woodland trim. The Woodland starts at just under $47,000, and, as the name suggests, it's got this more rugged, adventurous vibe. But here's the really important part, and I want you to remember this for later. It comes with DC fast charging. For a plug-in, that is a total game changer when you need a quick charge on the go.
All right, next is a familiar face, the XSE. This has always been that kind of premium, sporty, got-all-the-goodies trim level, and it's back for 2026, but you guessed it, with a new, lower price.
The XSE also saw a nice price drop, bringing it comfortably under that $50,000 psychological barrier. It's loaded with features, just like you'd expect, and just like the Woodland trim we just talked about, it also includes that crucial DC fast charging capability.
And now for the top dog, the brand new, top-of-the-line model for the RAV4 PHEV. It's the GR Sport. And yeah, that GR stands for Gazoo Racing, Toyota's performance arm, so you know this one's going to be interesting.
It sneaks in just under $50,000, and the GR Sport is all about a sportier feel. It definitely looks more aggressive, with different bumpers and a wider look. But the real magic is what you can't see. Toyota's engineers have gone in and tuned the suspension and the whole chassis to make it handle a lot more like a performance car. It's meant to be more fun to drive.
Okay, remember how I told you to remember that fast charging detail? Well, this is why. It is super important, and it's a key difference between these trims. They are not all the same when it comes to charging.
This is where it gets a little tricky, so pay attention. If you want that DC fast charging, the ability to juice up quickly at a public station, you have to get one of the 2 middle trims. So that's the Woodland or the XSE. The base model SE, and this is the really surprising part, the top-of-the-line GR Sport don't have it. They only have standard charging. That's a massive factor you have to consider before you buy.
So, with all that in mind, what does this actually mean for you if you're shopping? Let's lay it all out and put it all together.
Okay, when you see it all laid out like this, Toyota's whole plan makes perfect sense, right? You've got the SE as your entry point, the pure value play. Then you've got the Woodland and XSE in the middle. These are your fast charging options, one for a rugged look, one for more luxury. And then at the very top, you have the GR Sport, which is all about the driving experience. It's for the person who cares more about how it feels in the corners than how fast it charges.
So at the end of the day, what Toyota has really done here is pretty smart. They've made their already great plug-in hybrid RAV4 way more affordable to get into. And at the same time, they've given us a lot more choice, so you can really pick the one that fits you best. Which kind of leaves us with one big question, right? With a lower price and more options, has Toyota just created the perfect plug-in hybrid SUV? Stay tuned for more automotive news, and goodbye!